Welcome to Universe Says. I'm Angela Copeland, and today we're going to look at the quote for Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. I don't know if it's a special day of any kind. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. Maybe it's like the International Day of Butterflies or something. There's like a day for everything. I should look that up. I bet it is. I bet there's something today. I hope that your week has started off well enough. If not, know that it gets better. It always gets better. You just have to stay around to see it. So let's see what the universe has to say. It's a wealth of wisdom, gives us clues every day about things, and this is going to be one of the clues. It is a quote that just happens to be on my calendar for Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. Remember, when you find this video on a different date, don't close the video down. Keep watching and listen to see what the universe has to say, because obviously it is wanting you to hear the quote. Otherwise, it wouldn't have brought you to my lovely video. All right, March 24th. As always, it's a cold reading. I have no idea what I'm about to see or who says it. A few times so far, there have been quotes not attributed to anybody. So we'll see if today is one of those days or not. Nope, there's somebody there. So here we are for today. Erica Jong. And this is what Erica has to tell us today. Advice is what we ask for when we already know the answer, but wish we didn't. I kind of like it. Well, there's a lot of truth in that, isn't it? Erica Jong. Advice is what we ask for when we already know the answer, but wish we didn't. I just think of like talking to a friend going, oh, should I go out with him again? Man, if you haven't asked that question, you know the answer, don't you? You do. But that's funny. What do you think about, should I quit this job and find something else? If you're asking the question, you really know the answer. You're just hoping that somebody confirms it for you or makes you feel better about it, perhaps. That's what I think when I read this. And that's, the questions that we have, the advice that we ask for it's interesting because I've had people ask me for advice and then push back like, and I'm like going, well, you asked me. I'm telling you what I think. But generally, when we ask for advice, we know on some level what really we should do, right? Which path to take, which direction to go, yes or no. So that's interesting. I was reading, not that it's directly related, but that's how my brain works, kind of goes around like this. Earlier today, Jamie Lee Curtis, the actress, was talking to Hoda Kotb on the Today Show about a quote, and I'm going to butcher it, but basically life hinges on just a few seconds in our life, right? We sit and we just agonize over decisions when it's generally those things that take all of a couple seconds, and boom, everything changes in your life. She was talking about something pretty darn positive, as turned out, is she saw Christopher Guest, her now husband, wasn't at the time, but this is back in like in 84, saw Christopher Guest in a magazine, his picture, and told a friend of hers, I'm gonna marry that guy. See that guy in the magazine? I'm gonna marry him. And she'd never met him before, but would you believe 4 months later they were married? Their worlds collided and they got married. And she thinks it's all back to just that comment, those few seconds with that friend pointing at the magazine, going, "That's my guy." And the universe obviously was listening. And now they're still married all these years later, 36, 37 years later. So, what does Erica's quote mean to you? Advice is what we ask for when we already know the answer, but wish we didn't. I mean, hoping somebody will give you something, a different answer than what you think, but chances are they're just going to confirm. Anyway, what do you think about that? Put it in the comments. I would love to hear your reaction to Erica Jong's advice coming to us through the universe. So as always, I appreciate you joining me, and I will be back tomorrow on Thursday, March 25th. We'll find out what the universe has to say then. Won't know till then. And until that time, as always, please take care of yourself.